Howdy, and welcome back to the Rockhound podcast, where today we are short on staff yet again, and one person's traveling.
Hey, I miss you guys, but we're still out rocking, so we'll see you when we get back. Cheers.
The other person is dealing with other emergencies that took more importance, which that is perfectly okay because, we're all human. But that left us with a predicament of what are we going to do this week. So, Theo, the hero that he is, he found some footage between him and Jesse, aka Rookie Rockhounding, where they just kind of sat and talked about whatever. I have not seen this footage. It is going to be raw and unedited. And so you guys will get to see it in all its glory, and so will I. So let's go ahead and let's get right into it.
Oh. Yeah. Did you hear that?
Yeah, it's never done that before. I wonder if it
cool.
I wonder if it does do that every time, and I just don't notice it.
No, I've actually not seen him do that before.
Yeah,
that's weird.
Asks for your consent or something.
Yeah.
Or it just tells you. I don't know. I've definitely never heard that before.
Yes.
All right.
Okay, we should say hi.
Say hi? What, to the...
Yeah, I mean to each other.
Let's say hello to the viewers. I mean, they've been here for like 25 minutes. I'm sorry, everyone. If you couldn't tell, we've already been chatting for quite some time now, so Theo's brain literally just shut off for a second.
Yeah, that's all good, dude.
I'm going to leave this in. That might be the best way to start.
All right, that's good. That's good.
So, what did you think of the rocks?
Absolutely. I like. Yeah, that's it. Speechless, man. Absolutely speechless. Like I see them in all of the Montana Rockhound videos and stuff like that, and in your videos and stuff, and we have nothing like that. Ours are similar, but they're not. They don't have that moss stuff in it. That the dark browny sort of moss and stuff like that.
Yep.
And just I was blown away, man. Absolutely blown away. Even just from the ones just from the hunt, blown away. Hello.
I was
Sorry.
if you were a Jasper fan or not, so I sent the nicest ones from the hunt, but I wasn't sure if I should have sent more or not.
No, they're beautiful, man. I love Jasper. I've not used it very often, and I've not. Well, because we don't find too much of it in where we are. But I found out that about 5 minutes away is an old Jasper farm.
Oh,
so, yeah. Yeah, it's closed down now, but it's so there's Jasper in this area. Yeah.
Well, I was happy to find some nice green and a good Jasper agate.
There's a piece of the Jasper. It almost looks like pet wood, but it's got green, dude. The green with the yellow.
Yeah.
Whoa. And see, I opened it up and I was like, oh yeah, cool. I'm looking at it all, and then I'm like, wait, I'm like, okay, I need to wet these things. And it turned so green. I was just speechless, man. Just beautiful. And the Jasper agates, all of them. There was, what was that, plume?
Yeah.
The plume?
Yeah.
When I saw that, I'm like, oh yeah, I can sort of see that. That's cool. Like, it's beautiful. I cut it open, dude. And like, my eyes are starting to go bad. I had that thing like here, just going, oh my, like, yeah, beautiful stuff.
I was so happy to find one because I remember, like, man, it was probably almost a year ago at this point, but I posted a picture of a plume agate and a plume Jasper that I cut in that month's video, like I said, probably last summer, but I posted a picture of it on Instagram, and I remember you commented on it, went crazy, and I was like, oh, we got to get him a plume agate.
Yeah, man. Yeah, dude. Absolutely. I can't wait to actually make a couple of cabs from that at the lap club, like do a proper, because that material is stellar. Just stellar.
It's
yeah, man.
Stuff.
Yeah. And then the one, dude, the one. I've unwrapping that. I'm like, okay, what am I gonna? Because I don't know what I'm gonna do. You know, you have to see the rock first to you know, and I walked around with it for a full day. That rock. So, but I pretty much knew what I wanted to do. I wanted to just expose all its beauty. I didn't want to just do a straight up half cut and polish. I didn't do carving, but might I say, what you made has blown me away. Like,
I wouldn't say that.
Beyond words, dude. Beyond words. But like, I've shown people at work. Who aren't into rocks. I'm like, look, this is what someone else turned one of my rocks into. Like, and they're like, what? And they're like, what did you do? And I'm like, it's good.
No, dude, it's awesome.
Nah.
I love it. Honestly, it's like perfect because that's the kind of, I don't know, thunder eggs to me, it's not like it's the kind of thing where it's okay to waste. You definitely don't want to waste the thunder egg, but there's more, what's the right way to put it? There's empty space, you know, like the outer matrix. So it actually lends itself to carving really well. Then
it's pretty nice material. That Rhyolite's.
We're not playing right now. Sorry, anyway.
That Rhyolite, man, in that area it just blends right into the chalcedony. I mean, you can see it on a polish a little bit, the difference, but it's beautiful. And I can imagine like carving it would be a little bit softer and nice to do as well.
It was. Then I could always tell when I was going between. Okay.
We've been talking the whole time, not once, but then you hit record.
Instant. Sorry, 1 sec. I gotta take care of this.
Yeah, you're right.
I'm just doing record. Okay.
Recording in progress.
Now I don't remember what I was saying. Oh yeah.
The Rhyolite, yeah.
Yeah, you could tell the second that you were switching between layers because it would be carving so nice and smooth, and then I don't know where all of the grit is just gone from that diamond burr. It's like, okay, that would be egg.
Yep. Exactly, dude. I'm really stoked that someone else. I mean, a lot of the people who watch, probably I think 70% of the viewers of Rookie channel are American, and they don't have I'm just stoked someone in America got to work on the stuff that we're finding and see why I get so excited about it. Like even just a busted up old piece like that,
dude, it's so
which
cool.
I actually thought, I don't know, I'm not going to call this the one because I don't want to put him up to that. I don't know what the heck you can make from this. And yeah, you smashed it. I just not. Again, I'm speechless. I'm speechless, dude.
Well, thanks, man. Dude,
yeah.
And that's what I was starting to say about like the thunder egg lent itself to a carving perfectly. But the piece that I sent you, that Montana agate, I mean, it's like that's why so many of my agates stay raw for so long.
Yeah.
They're so nice. It's like, okay, well, how do I can't destroy this rock by turning it into slabs. It's nice for that, but how do I do something to it that shows off the rock in full? And you nailed that.
Thanks, man. I really just wanted to show every single habit that the rock has going on in it, the inclusion that it has in it. There's crystal pockets, there's bands for days. There's bands you can't see until you get the gloss up, and you can see it changes. Not completely matte, but it's a different texture.
Yeah, totally.
Which is rad. And the vugs, and then there's moss bits in it. And then you had I never get this right. It's the crystal, the calcite crystal replacement or whatever it is, where the crystal points.
Yep.
So the chalcedony, oh, hello. Sorry. The chalcedony grew on top of the calcite or something, and then that calcite wore away. The point, the triangle bits.
Yeah, totally.
Yeah. Is that the right thing? Is that what, am I saying it right?
I know. I totally think that is what it is because I, I can't remember off the top of my head, but yeah, I think it's from like the way it forms inside of the salt. It'll like
Yeah.
grow a ring of calcite crystals, and then sometimes the calcite will grow inside of that, I think.
Wow, so you'd be able to even say that without seeing basalt on this, you know it comes from basalt.
Yeah, because I've actually found a bunch of Montana agates that have the basalt rind still on it sometimes.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And yeah, like my last video that I posted up in the mountains. Actually, no, don't go off of that, viewers, because by the time this comes out, it won't be my most recent. So 2 videos ago, when I went up into the mountains and hunted for rocks, I show an example of, I mean, all of Montana agates form that same way. Those aren't Montana agates. They're a kind of seam agate, but I mean, it's the same thing. It's at its core, Montana agates are just really, 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 really oversized amygdaloidal basalt, like straight up.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So like little bubbles, but big bubbles.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. You know what I realized, man, while doing the hunt for you, is that of that creek system, which is one of Southeast Queensland's favorite places to rockhound. There's basalt there, but a lot of what I thought was just nodules coming out of basalt were actually thunderate. A lot of what we find is thunderates, just without the rhyolite on it. What was it? You know, the little green one you were talking about?
Yeah.
That was a thunderate. I didn't even, until I saw the video, I'm guessing, that's like, I can't say for certain, but it's not, it doesn't look like it's from basalt.
Dude, that's crazy. It's insane.
Yeah.
I don't know. Thunder eggs don't exist in Montana. Like there's one area, but they're not like common enough to actually go hunt for. But
Yeah.
dude, thunder eggs are awesome. And those Aussie thunder eggs look nothing like the ones that I'm used to seeing.
Yeah. I feel like they're younger. I think that the volcano that comes from is called the Tweed Shield volcano. And it's, I'm pretty sure 23 million years, which is young for a volcano.
Yeah.
But then there was another thing, which was the Chillingham flow, which was 300 million years ago. So it's sort of, there's a 300 million layer, and then on top of that is the Tweed Shield volcano that's all eroded down. So you'll go 20 minutes away and be finding something 300 billion years old, and in that one creek that we're at, it's 23.
That's crazy to me, honestly.
Mm,
That's kind of
pretty
how
cool.
Montana is too, because we've got, I mean, like there's a few sites that are Pleistocene, so like Ice Age stuff, where they actually do mammoth digs and stuff like that, but the majority is Cretaceous, so like 65 million years old. But then we have Jurassic, which is like 200 million years old, and then we have some Devonian and Cambrian fossils and Precambrian fossils. So that's super old.
I've heard of Precambrian. I really need to get up on the fossil game, man, which is actually rad because of what you sent me. There's fossils in it, man, and I'm what is the word? Enamored by them. I'll take them out and just look at them. I even went to my neighbor. I'll keep it short, but I even went to my neighbor. He's like, because I was opening them outside on the side of my house on the table, on Gucci's table. And he's like, "What are you doing, Jess?" I'm like, "Opening rocks." And he's like, I'm like, "Have a look at this one, dude." And it was the Malachite.
Oh, yeah.
And I showed it to him, and he's like, "What is that?" I'm like, "Dude, what is it? I can't even remember." It's old. It's millions and millions of years old.
It's the fossilized pearl layer of an ammonite. So, like, you know what abalone is, right?
Yeah.
It's pretty much an ammonite's version of abalone, which is
right
to think about.
That's crazy, man. Sorry, is that loud?
Oh, no, not at all.
She's just scratching real quick. Hopefully you can edit that out. Hopefully you can.
We'll do some trying.
But yeah, man, I could not. I was speechless about that package.
Dude, I had to like, I narrowed down the stuff from the hunt, and then I was like, you know what? I've been wanting to send Rookie a package forever, so we're loading up. Let's send him a Montana care package.
Heck yeah, dude. And the cookies and brownies, man. I didn't even care. I was like, I don't care that they're 3 weeks old in a shipping container. I'm eating this. And it was good. The dog biscuits, dog cookies, I think because there's no sugar and stuff in them, they started to go off. But Gucci didn't care. She still liked the molasses cookies. So
I was really nervous about the molasses cookies because you either love them or hate them, and there's very little in between.
No, they're beautiful, man. They'd be good with ice cream.
They are. I can confirm that is a true statement.
This is true. This is true. So you have to say a mega thank you to Alexis for me, man, and from Carly and Scarlett too. We all had some of that goodness.
Well,
So.
I will relay the message for sure. She's not here, otherwise I would tell her to come out. But yeah.
Yeah.
So, other than the ones that were from the hunt, what do you think your 3 favorite rocks were?
From the box that you sent me, or from what I sent you?
Do you want me to go first, or do you want to go first?
No. From what you sent me, I would have to say. Oh gosh, sorry, man. I've got them sitting right here. I think the dry head agate. For the simple fact that, we're always told, it's never going to run out and you can pick to your heart's content, you be selective and stuff like that. But to know that there's a rock that it might not be running out, but you can't get it.
Yeah. Yeah, that's the frustrating part about dry heads is there's still like literal tons of the material sitting on the site, but you are absolutely not allowed to go onto that land. So it's like this gold mine of rocks just sitting there that will literally never get touched.
And is that because of like land titles and stuff like that?
Yeah, the landowner has no interest in them whatsoever. He uses it as a cattle field, I believe. So
he would make so much money from letting people on.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, that was sorry, I'll let you go.
Yeah. Oh, I was going to say he could swap work for rocks. Like, you can help mend the fences and pick up what you find.
Yeah, seriously. There'd be so many people willing to do that for sure. But yeah, I've heard through the grapevine that he is very, very private person, and has probably because as I've heard, he has no interest in rocks whatsoever. He probably has gotten his fair share of people messaging him about access to the site. So he apparently is very likely to just never respond to you or tell you to never contact him again, because it's like, it's like if you want to sports at all and someone's like, your backyard would be perfect for football, and you're like, dude, I don't care, stop bugging me.
Yeah, or if someone was like, dude, I collect grass, can I come into your backyard and pick some of the grass? I'd be like, no, because then everyone's going to be picking my grass, and I don't want everyone around. Yeah, it makes sense. I do understand that.
It just sucks. It's like probably the coolest agate in Montana, and you can't get them. Whatever's in circulation from the time that they were being mined is what's left.
Yeah, it's beautiful, dude. I love that stuff. What's the another one? And obviously, man, the ammonite, the little snaily looking dude.
Yeah.
I see pictures of them. I see videos of them. I'm like, oh, they're amazing. But I've never held one. That would have to be up there. And I'm going to get it wrong. Baculite.
Yeah, baculite's right.
Baculite. I think just because I love oh, actually, no, there's way more, dude. there's just way more. The Montana, see, now, I don't know. Just all of them. I can't. They all, I like them all. The cutting grade Montana agates, they're just insane. Like, yeah, I don't.
Yeah, dude. I made sure to get a good one.
I cannot wait to have like a week off of work and just cut for a week and just go to town. because I only get to cut on the weekends, and that's if we're not busy doing other things or not doing housework. They're stunning, man. What happens when I look at them and talk is I forget what I'm saying.
Do you guys have much, if any? I honestly have never heard of it in Australia, but it might just be my ignorance. Do you guys have petrified wood?
We do, yeah. Actually, we do. Paulie just went on a camp about a month or two ago, and he brought back buckets of it.
Oh, cool.
It's sort of, I don't see much agatized wood, but there definitely is in Australia. In our creek systems, I can't say I've come across it too much. I think there was once where I found some,
Okay.
once or twice. It would be there, I'm sure, but it's not in that little area where we hunt. There's some in Australia that you get opalized wood, and it's like precious opal and stuff.
Yeah. I wasn't sure. I had never seen you show any in any of your videos, so I was like, I don't know if it exists in Australia or not. Therefore, we have to say so.
Oh, the petrified burl, dude, that's rad.
Yeah, dude.
So, because I watch channels where people make things out of epoxy resin, and they use burl in it, and I'm like, burl, that looks amazing. But then to have a petrified piece of it, I was actually like, okay, I need to look up what burl is, and it's the part of the tree, like where it's like a big nub. We have a lot on gum trees and stuff where it's like a deformed growth thing.
Yep. And the range is crazy. It's awesome.
Yeah, all out of control in there, but it's an agatized burl. Like, it's agatized. There's no, it's see-through. Like, it's
so cool, man.
Dude. And then you found that one on the hunt, and then the other piece of petrified wood you sent from the hunt. Oh, there's a couple actually. Actually, there's a few really pretty ones. They're outside. I don't have them here. Sorry.
I had to send that super jammy one.
Yes, that one, man.
Oh.
To cut it on my tassel, I would have had to cut it where I didn't want to cut it.
No, I get that.
And so I was like, because there's like this, it almost looks like it's like crystal structure going, like the needle crystals. I forget what it's called. But it's a wood grain. It has almost like a tiger eye effect to it, like with the nuts, man, absolutely nuts. So that's another one for the lap club as well.
Yeah.
Or when I get a bigger saw. I need a bigger saw.
I wasn't sure if you were going to be able to go over there. Actually, when I packed the boxes before I knew about the gem club, but so I tried to send small stuff so that you could potentially cut everything on a tile saw if you had to, like I wasn't sure if you had access to the saw or not.
And every bit there I can. It was just that a couple that I can still cut them on there, but I wanted to get a certain angle that wouldn't have allowed for it. It would have taken some twisting. And then at the rock club, I actually got in trouble for cutting a rock too big for a trim saw. It was a blade about that big.
Oh, yeah.
And the rock was about that big. And this old guy, he's not one of the happiest guys. He's a nice guy, but he's very strict. He's like, whoa, stop. I'm like, I'm like, yes, what's up? And he's like, that's for trimming little pieces off. I'm like, what do I use to just cut this in half? And he's like, got to use the big slab saw. And I'm like, okay.
Oh gosh, I would need that talking to ahead of time, because like if my blade comes up this far, I use that as my halfway mark. So it's like, okay,
exactly.
That's how the blade is. I can cut rocks that are twice that height.
Yeah, that was my thinking.
Flip it over and do the other one.
Yep, that was my thinking. But I did say to the guy, I'm so sorry. No one had actually told me that for the rules. He was good. He's like, no, I know. That's how it is. But pointed me in the right direction. But yeah, I need to buy myself a bigger saw so I can just do that type of cutting sort of thing.
Yeah. The last two that I wanted to ask specifically about was Actually, I guess there's three. And I'll make this like rapid fire. We'll do this fast. Do you guys
All
have malachite?
Malachite. We do have malachite in Australia. I haven't looked into it enough as to say whereabouts it is, but there's certain green rocks that come close to it in the creek that we look in.
Yeah.
But it's not it.
Yeah.
It's not it. So
I wasn't sure
yes.
if it was in your area or not. So I was like, all right, I gotta include some malachite then.
That's in there. How do I cut that one? Do I just?
It's pretty soft, honestly. It's crazy stuff. Like when you cut it, make sure you're wearing gloves. Just because when it gets wet, it will kind of oxidize. And copper sulfates can be nasty stuff. I totally meant to write this about that, but yeah.
So don't make a Scotch rock out of it.
No, don't. no malachite Scotch rocks. The best thing to do is the way I do it anyway is you have wear gloves, wear a respirator, like I know you always do. Put soap, like dish soap, into your water and polish it.
Okay.
Because it kind of cleanses it while it's working.
Yeah.
And,
all right, I'll do that.
Yeah, as it's not like, I don't know, a little piece that small isn't going to be like super dangerous, but yeah, it's just something to be conscious of. I totally forgot that the dogs are outside. I want to go let them in really quick. My bad. That isn't bad. Now I'm trying to remember what the other ones I was going to ask about.
I know you said super fire, and I mean quick fire, and I'm like, oh, how do you cut that?
No, it's fine. It's totally fine. It was the calcite. Do you guys have yellow calcite?
Again, I'm pretty sure we do. We found some. Look, I mean, obviously, because where we rockhound, it's creek beaten down stuff, and the calcite, you find it more at the upstream, like the furthest point upstream is where you'll find more of that, where there's basalt. And we have seen that before, but not like that cubic crystal growth that you've got. Ours was more, I don't even know, it's growth habit or whatever, but it wasn't that shape, which was nuts.
Yeah, I had to include that one of those because there's one area in Montana where every piece of calcite you find will be inside of a septarian, and they grow like almost exclusively in cuboidal crystals, which is just so cool.
Yeah. Are they septarian nodules? I think I saw Katie did looking for some of them once.
Yep.
Yeah, they're beautiful. Yeah. It's pretty stuff, man. So I've put them all into bags with their name on it, and actually that thing behind me is going to be my new unboxed packages, crystals and gems from different people. So
that's awesome.
Yeah, yours will be the first to go up there. I need to figure out a way to label them because I really don't want to forget them. So just even like little sticky things on the bottom of them. But yeah,
totally.
Yeah, man. So that'll be going up there.
That's awesome. So I guess I lied. There's two more I wanted to ask about. So what did you think about the difference with Montana Rhyolite and Australia Rhyolite?
Insane, dude. The Wonderstone?
Yeah.
Yeah. Insane. It's got... Sorry, I'm leaning out of frame. I know.
No, you're fine.
Oh, come on.
We can do trimming. It's
hey, that's not... Anyway, it's in there. I just went through them all just before talking to you. So that it's got such intricate lines in it, and it looks like it would take such a beautiful polish. Like it's
the funny thing about it is it takes a better polish when you do it by hand than if you I don't know what it is about that stuff. If I use sandpaper, I can get just an amazing gloss. But if I use diamond stuff, it will only stay matte.
Really?
Yeah, it's some really weird stuff. Like you use 2000 grit sandpaper and it's gonna shine like crazy. You use you know, my 3000 grit on my flat lap, and it's like a total matte finish. I don't have any explanation for why it does that, but it's weird.
So you could almost work it to a certain stage on a machine and then go from there with this sandpaper and do that by hand.
Yep, absolutely.
Yeah.
I've done that many times. I even polish slabs doing it that way because, yeah, the flat lap just doesn't polish it the same way. It's weird.
Yeah. I found with the Rhyolite from our area has similar types of things like that. But the Rhyolite that I've sent you from this area sort of thing is actually really good for polish. It doesn't, if you put it next to a, you know, Mohs Hardness 7 and then that Rhyolite, you're going to see the difference, but still, it's, yeah. And
then the last one I wanted to ask about was how excited are you about that iris agate?
I am pumped. Absolutely. That's not a fake. It's in here. It's got the instructions in it. And I am going to sit down and just, so iris agate, I came across that term when I first.
Oh, it's fine.
You okay? You're a good girl. No more. I came across that term when I first started looking for places around this area. Well, I'm going to pop her out. Hold on.
Oh, no, you're fine. I'll pause it really quick.
All right. Yeah, hit record. I see.
You got it. All right, we're good.
So the iris agate. So it's rad because the piece you've given me, I've got it on good word that that's actually iris from you.
Yeah.
So I know that that's iris.
That is not a question mark. That is like 2000% really premium grade iris agate. And I know this because I have the rest of the rock.
I've seen the pictures.
Yeah.
Ugh.
That rock actually broke, which I'm super happy it did because that is like, that's serendipitous, honestly, that I was able to. Iris agate is totally a gamble. You never know if it really is until you get into it. So it was cool, like being, this will be iris. I know that for a fact that this will be an iris agate.
For a fact.
To send it.
Yes, man, that's so cool. Because also, when I first started, I'll make it quick, but when I first started rockhounding and looking at old mud maps and stuff like that for the area, it came up with iris agate on there. And what I thought that was, you know, the agate eyes, the real small.
Yep.
I thought that's what iris agate was. So I'm like, oh, okay, yeah, I'm finding them. It wasn't until this year when I'm watching it watching you talk about iris agates and stuff, I'm like, wait a minute, that's in that creek? And that's exactly where I found one that I cut in another video where one of the viewers had actually said, you might want to check out what Theo's doing because that looks like it could possibly be an iris agate. Did I send?
You did.
Okay, what do you think? Do you think it is?
That one is showing some good signs. It won't show fully until it's polished, but that one is showing some seriously good signs.
Okay, yeah. Even if it's not, it's at least, I do know it's out there in that creek. It's just a matter of, it's like blind rock hounding. It's sort of, you're picking up the calcite, but it could be a beautiful gem or
that is the downside with iris agate for sure. Like you really, there's absolutely no way of guaranteeing that it will be iris until you cut it. So sometimes, you know, one that you are so sure will have iris has nothing. And then sometimes ones that you literally don't look twice at have incredible iris.
Oh man, I cannot wait to play with it. I've got so much to play with out of these. I actually, I've got other packages from other beautiful people. They know who they are, and I just have never done a video unboxing them. I did one once, but I think I'm going to start doing some unboxing and cutting videos from material from each package, and I think I'll be starting with your one on a separate video because of the amount of fun stuff I want to see. Yeah. So, no, I love them, dude.
I'm so happy. Seriously, I was happy to share the love with that one because, I can't even say too much about that thing. I want to like save as much of the surprise as I can. But that is an unreal iris agate. Like seriously.
I'll be contacting you intermittently while I'm cutting, I think.
For sure, yeah, definitely.
For sure, dude. Oh man. But yeah, I really, really have, this experience has been rad. How long have we've been doing it?
I was trying to think of that too. I was looking
About 2 months?
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah.
Like, beginning of the summer.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
this has been going over the course of like an entire summer.
Yeah. Which is funny because it all comes down to one video.
Right. Yeah.
And I wanna make it so long and so full of everything, but I don't want to bore everyone.
Yeah.
But at the same time, the experience, man, has, just like you did with the Makers Challenge. You've pushed. I don't push myself very much, and you've pushed me to do more stuff. And yeah, really got to thank you, dude.
Yeah, dude, of course. I mean, the moment I came up with the idea, I was like, all right, I obviously can't go to just do a collab with you whenever I want to. So we're gonna make this work. Dang it.
Yeah, exactly, dude. And brilliant idea. I loved it. It was so much fun, and I think that the fact that how long it takes, for packages to go over and back and cutting and polishing and stuff, it makes it even more worthwhile sort of thing once you get there. So
yeah, absolutely.
Just mega thank you, dude. And you also showed me that you can make something like that out of the stuff that's in our. Oh, I'm speechless, dude.
So
you don't have many rocks in your house, do you? You don't display many?
I don't, and it's just because I don't trust my animals.
Oh, that's true. Yeah.
Yeah, they're all over the place, and I don't trust them. But I did actually bring this home just so I could show you.
Yeah, yeah.
Brought it with.
I'm actually speechless.
It's so cool.
Dude, from that one rock in the creek.
Yeah.
Like I picked up the rock because I saw where the fish's nose is. That'd be about what I saw sticking out of the ground.
Oh man, that's crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was a fun one to make for sure, man. It was so cool. And here, let me find this. Get the flashlight out. Hopefully I don't blind you too much, but yeah, you can see how much of that is really agate.
Yeah.
How much that's glowing right there?
Yeah, dude.
The whole tail.
Yeah, man.
Oh gosh. Right. And then this entire half of the body. Oh gosh, fingers are covering it.
Oh, whoa, yeah.
Yeah, dude. Half of the entire body is still an agate vein. So like, if you look at it from top down, from
whoa,
all the way to here, and that's when the whole thing turns into agate.
You're kidding, dude.
Yeah, all these dark lines are actually little agate veins.
Yeah.
It's so cool.
That is absolutely cool, man.
It's such rad material. And then, no carving is complete without a stand.
Uh-huh.
We went ahead and if I can figure out how to. Yeah.
Do not drop it.
I know I'm being so careful right now.
Dude, it's beautiful, man. It's actually stunning. You'll have to have a show one day, like an art studio show or something like that of all the pieces you've done.
Dude, I might have to. There's a giant pile of carvings that have never made it into videos, actually.
Yeah, absolutely. Oh, man. I'm speechless, honestly. I showed Benny and he was just laughing, going, what? He's like, what? He's like, how long did that take him to do? Like, I'm not going to do the French accent, but I'm like, I'm not sure. So how long did that take you to work?
So I was trying to think. Probably total about 15 to 20 hours.
Yeah, wow. Which, that's almost, no, that's a lot, yeah. Of course it's a lot. I meant, you did well in 15 to 20 hours, you know what I mean?
Look at it this way. My Maker's Challenge project was over 100.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
That
That's
was
what I mean. You did well in that time frame. I would hate to see how long it would. I probably wouldn't finish something like that because I'd be like, oh, I'm done. I'm out.
Dude, it gets so frustrating, especially right at the beginning. Right at the very beginning, you've got your outline shaped out. You go over to the saw and rough trim it so you're at like a rough shape. And you're like,
Yeah.
I have the final vision in my head. How the heck do I start? Like,
Yeah.
starting is so the hardest part of any carving. And you'll start kind of rounding over edges and you're like, dude, this is going to take a month to finish this thing.
Yeah.
You know,
And then like, have I gone too deep, or is that going to have to change it on the other side? And then
the best way to learn how to carve, as I've said many times, is to fail forward.
Yeah.
Yep.
I'm good at that.
Me too.
I'm really good
a
at
lot.
I did really well at failing forward. Oh, that's great, dude. That's so good.
Dude, I love it. Like, seriously, I had no idea what I was going to do. I was thinking slabbing, but I'm so bad at polishing that I was like, I don't want to turn this into something that makes me frustrated. I want to have fun with it the whole time, you know? Like, it's supposed to be polishing not a therapy.
The cool thing about the rock, the one that I cut and polished, is that it lends itself the color. If there's little blemishes that you cannot work out and you've gone back and forth, you can't see them. I mean, I can, because I've spent a whole 3 hours polishing it, or I think it only took an hour and a half, but I took, it was, blood, sweat, and tears, man.
Yeah. Yeah. I lost it.
I love that. I just wish I didn't say that. How long did you take? 15, 20 hours? I'm like, oh, I think it was like an hour and a half. But it lends itself to such a good polish, and you don't actually see those blemishes at all. Like there's always going to be,
It looks so good, man. Oh,
yeah.
That was one more thing I wanted to ask you about. So, one thing that I've talked to about with a bunch of other people that don't live in Montana is, and I've heard this from so many different people, and it's, how was the hardness compared to the agates that you find?
That I find?
Yeah. Because I've talked to many, many people that don't live in Montana who have gotten to cut Montana agates, and they're like, I don't know what it is about Montana agates, but they are so much harder than the agates that I'm used to.
I think, I was thinking about that because I remember discussing that on the podcast, hey?
Yeah.
I was thinking about it while I was cutting, and it's from, well, what did you think about the calcite, the chalcedony? It's harder, but not too much. Hey?
It cuts so nice, but again, it's because like 89% of the cutting that I do is Montana agates, so I'm super used to like that. Super hard rock is the norm for me. So when I go on to like, I don't know, like I'll cut India green tree agate, or like the one you sent, it just glides through, and I'm like, oh, this is what slabbing is like.
Yeah,
this is what other people deal with.
So yeah, I would say, man, it's, if I'd cut one of mine first and then cut this, I reckon I'd notice the difference a lot more. I think it was harder. I think it was harder. I'm pretty sure. It's but I mustn't have been focusing on how hard it was too much, because I was like going, well, I want to make sure I get this bit. This bit, stuff like that.
Yeah, I'm thinking about hardness because I'm just making slabs, so there's no thought process behind what I'm doing. It's just mindless.
I'm gonna have to do a test, or if you want to as well, man. We're gonna need to test it out.
Yeah, I think so.
Maybe even have. Oh, but see, you'd have to have it. No, I don't know. Some way I gotta figure out. Montana agate's harder than other agates. I mean, you could do it with a scribe and like a hardness tester thing, but it's more about. It's almost like the density of them, I think.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. Because if you scratch it, it's like a 7.5, 8. But I mean,
Yeah.
most agate is, so it's weird. It's like they're just so dense.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
And beautiful.
I sent you a bunch of Montana agates, so maybe you should do a side-by-side test whenever you cut those.
Yeah, I will actually. I'll try and find one that's, you know, it's not going to be pure science because I can't control exactly the movement of my hand, but to time it, but I'll be able to feel the difference.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Man, I can't stop even looking at this piece I did.
Oh, wait. Do you mind holding up a little teaser so I can tell people what they need to go watch?
Yeah. It's beautiful. Is there?
I was gonna just leave it there and say, "Ha-ha!"
No, it is. It's beautiful, but it looks a lot. I'll do a better show of it.
Yeah.
And I hope people aren't like. It looks like I've cut a lot off of it, but
Really.
I was also making sure that the offcuts were able to be used as caps, because some of the sides, there's different things happening in. Well, this has 1, 2, 3, 4 faces and a back. So 5 faces, but 4 faces of the inside of the stone. And each one has a different thing going on. So then the offcut will be something I can use to make as a cabochon, or I can chuck them in the tumbler or something like that. So
Yeah. Montana's makes an amazing cabs, so you will enjoy that.
Yeah, heck yeah, dude. Heck yeah. Yeah. I just can't, I can't wait to send people over and show them what you did.
Well, I am simultaneously sending people your direction. So everyone who is watching my video, make sure you go watch Rookie's video right now.
Yes.
My video is only half. You will only get half of the picture if you just watch this one. So go watch Rookie. I think it'll be on my screen. So yeah, go watch Rookie's video. I was like, I don't know if this is gonna come up backwards anyway. Go watch his video. Link in the description and right up here somewhere. And yeah, I'll just be putting links throughout the video randomly. It'll be a scavenger hunt. Try to find the 10 links to Rookie's video.
Yes. Oh, dude, that's so good, man. So good. Thank you. All right, if you before we get on to looking at my rock and some of the stuff Theo sent me, at the end of this, you have to. I can't even say how much have to go see what he's done. I've never seen somebody do something with one of the rocks that I've found like this, and I'm not BSing at all. So we'll check out mine. I'll leave links in the description, in the comments, and little tags floating around somewhere. And yeah, so yeah, just go check Theo out. Just go check this out. I mean, most of you already know of Theo anyway. So, but you've got to see what he's done. It's beautiful.
We'll just do this.
Yeah. Oh yeah, there you go. Oh, teasy tease. Huh? I like it. All right, brother. Man, you happy with? No. Jeez. I'm gonna have to edit that. I'm gonna say goodbye. You're good to say goodbye. Not us, but just like a out.
Yeah. We can do an outro thing. That's what I was just wondering. Would you be mad if I totally put you on the spot and just say, all right, Rookie, do my outro for me?
What's your out? Do you have an outro? Do you have a thing you say?
I have a basic spiel that is the same in every video. I mean, the wordage is different every time, but it's always just roughly, well, that's going to do it for this one. Let me know which rock was your favorite, or I guess in this one I'll say which part was your favorite down in the comments. Like and subscribe if I earned it. I'll have links to various things up in the description. And yeah, hopefully I'll see you next time. That's pretty much what I say every video.
All right, I'll get this. Okay, ready? All right, well, that's pretty much that. All right, well, that's pretty much it for this one. Hold on,
You want me to send you into it?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, all right. I'm going to totally put Rookie on the spot. So do you want to do my outro for me?
I got this, dude. I think. All right, that's pretty much it for this one. Let Theo know in the comments what part of the video you like the most, anything you want to say to him. And he's going to have links in the description. There was something else.
Like and subscribe if I earned it.
Like, subscribe if he's earned it. Of course he's earned it. I'm not even saying that. Like and subscribe. There's a button there. It's got a thing like this, not the upside down one. And then there's another one. There's a bell next to it. You go hit that bell and you make sure it's dark. You'll be set. That's it. That's a good outro.
Yeah, that's perfect. I'm using that with that is the outro for this video. But dude, man, such massive thanks for this. This has been so much fun, and I'm already just looking forward to the next one because we are doing this again.
We will do it again, dude. Absolutely. Absolutely. Yeah, man, I really appreciate it. Thank you so much, dude. Yeah, and thanks everyone else for coming along. Yeah. I'll see you at my video if you want to.
Go over and watch.
See you, Theo.
Peace out, man.
Bye.
Okay, so.
Thank you, Theo, for finding the awesome footage of you and Jesse to share with us on this Friday. You really saved our bacon, and you gave us some content. So thank you for that. As far as everyone else, if you have show and tell, don't be afraid to send us your show and tell to rockhoundroundtable@gmail.com. Send us a picture of your finds, a little backstory, what it is, and that way when we do a show and tell, we'll have some more content. As far as words of wisdom goes, I would say to find a way to donate your time to a charity that you believe in, because we need more goodness in this world, and I think you can help contribute to that. But that is going to do it for today's video. Again, don't forget to subscribe to the Rockhound podcast. Tell your friends, tell your family, tell a fellow Rockhound. Let's get this channel to grow. So that's going to do it for today. So I will see you guys along next week. So rock on.